Hi folks, Jeremy here again at Compass Aquaculture. We're back on the Prairie Oysters farm again today, and we're going to cover the topic of using the grid. The grid is a feature in our web application that you can use for looking at a lot of data real quick, and you can filter it, you can sort, you can export, you can do lots of stuff. So I'm just going to show you real quickly how to use the grid because it's a feature some folks find a little bit intimidating. But once you get onto it, it can be real useful. So the first thing you can do with the grid is you can come in here and you can go to this pick columns at the top, and you can see that it's going to show every single field that belongs to our oyster lines here. And the ones that we have checked appear here on the right, and we can order those however we want. So let's go ahead and we're going to add bag count and bags per cage. And is there anything else here? Yeah, let's do the last action. And I'm just going to reorder these. So I'm going to put my name first, and then bag count, then bags per cage, then cages, then the lease, then the product, then I'm going to take the section after the lease, and I'm going to put the product ahead of it. So then you'll see when I save this here, it went and it reordered all this stuff here, and now we got another column here showing us the last action that was performed on every single oyster line. All right, and now that we've set up our view and we want to save this view so that it's easy to access next time, if we come up here, we can go Save New View, and I'm just going to call this Jeremy's View. And you'll notice now that on our list of views, we have Jeremy's View here. So you can come in the next time you're back on the grid and you can click on Jeremy's View or whatever you call your view, and it will automatically appear on this list, and it'll load the grid with the columns you've selected. So let's go ahead and continue building this view. So we can go and apply a filter on here, and I'm going to say I only want to see items that are on section 1. So when I do my filter here, you can see that it filtered down the list. It's only showing 12 items now, and those are only my oyster lines that appear on section 1 of our lease. And we can apply as many of these as we want. So if we only wanted to see our 35 bag cage lines, we could go in here and say where cages equals 35, and once again that's going to filter down, and you can see we can now see all of our items that are on section 1, and we've got 35 bags or 35 cages on the line. So let's just go ahead and clear that, and we'll clear this one. You can do other things for filtering. You can pick processes if you want to see stuff that was filled in the past year. It'll come and it'll show you every line that has been filled in the last year, or you could select other processes such as air dry or flip or on flip. And as you build these views, every time that you filter or build your selection, you can take it at any point in time and you can export it to Excel. So if you like to use Excel to do kind of custom reports or items that things that you can't do inside the application, but you'd like to use the data, you can do that quick export to Excel, and you can see here that it took everything off our grid and it piled it into this Excel file. So that's a quick tutorial on using the grid. Play around with it, build some views that are useful to you, and you can leave comments on this video if there's any ideas you have for things you'd like to see in the grid, or if you have any questions about the grid, don't hesitate to reach out to us. Thanks again, and we'll be back next week and continue with our virtual farm series.